Hey y'all, Stink here. Before I get to the main topic of the video, I would like to say thank you for those that subscribed and left comments in the Steam Deck OLED video. And to those that are new, welcome to the channel as I like to discuss different perspectives on technology. Today I would like to discuss a prominent topic within the sphere of PC gaming, and now it just seems to be entering the console gaming space, monitors, and in particular resolutions. I believe that the topic gets muddied when you throw in a variable that is harder to quantify when it comes to this topic, and that is relative performance to a resolution. What do you mean, Stink? Haven't you heard about the glory of DLSS 2 and 3? What about FSR 2 and 3 with FrameGen? And some people may be sniding to themselves or being snarky. I'm glad you asked overall, because I do have a bit of a story to tell. It's a story about clarity and frustration, a tale that involves experiencing the best that high fidelity has to offer, and how I came to grips with the importance of compromising visuals for the best experiences. During the lockdown, I started to work multiple remote gig jobs, and I was making relatively good money. It was good enough for me to pay off a large sum of a loan, plus some extra to spoil myself with, like a trip up to my home state, and miscellaneous tech junk that YouTubers may recommend to me. At this point, I was rocking two monitors, a 1080p panel and a 1440p panel. That was 32 inches. On this day, as work was wrapping up at my support position, I was browsing Micro Centers to look at any early fall deals. That's when I saw what would be my future 4K panel, a Gigabyte M32U 4K panel. And I jumped the gun as that was the only one available at the time. It's a powerful feeling to carry out this large panel. And by that, obviously, it's like I had a 32-inch panel before, but the screen unfortunately was dented in during my move. And I was just, maybe just the excuse that I was looking for to upgrade. I believe that screen sizes can play a role in how games can look with a resolution. Can a game look good on a 32-inch 1440p panel? Absolutely. However, the game can look soft in comparison to a 4K display. As not gonna lie, when you're looking at a 4K display or playing a game through a 4K display, it does look like you're kind of peering into another world. It's also extremely crisp too, especially if you're playing games from 2003 to, I want to say, maybe 2015. I say the end of Unreal Engine 3 games. Though playing games on it though sometimes. We'll get to that. I would say that despite fidelity, the performance wasn't really quite there, no matter what hardware I threw at it. 1600 XT, it was good until obviously 2023, in which games were just starting to chug. The card was faulty, but that's neither here or there. The 3090 I managed to get a deal on after the 2022 crypto crash was also really good. However, it just draw too much power at 4K, and it will shut out the circuit breaker. Even the 4080 Super, I was able to get free after exchanging my 1600 XT was fine for a bit, though I would say that one game managed to push me back to 1440p, and that was Witchfire, in which I was playing that. That was the YouTube videos, or the channel was more or less was focused on Witchfire gameplay. Witchfire as a game looks fantastic in 4K, especially at ultra and high settings. However, as I progressed to the higher difficulty levels in Witchfire, stuttering started to kick in. I don't know why. I don't think it was shader cache, because they weren't there during the beginning difficulty, and they only started to appear after the second Gnosis, which is more or less the the medium phase of the game difficulty. Not only that, it was, I don't know why, but other games started to just feel slower. Well, not as smooth. Say I was playing RoboCop, despite me running at DLSS 2, with Lumen on, whatever I can to say performance. It just felt like crap. I don't know why. At least maybe it's just me getting older, but yeah, I just decided that, hey, especially like when I passed my first semester in college, I was looking to spoil myself again, and I guess history just kind of repeat itself. I was at Micro Center, or on the Micro Center website, and I saw they had a deal for OLED displays, especially 1440p ones, and they had two left of the Samsung OLED G6. I don't know the name exactly. I don't have the box. Yeah, I don't have the box by me. Sorry. I just told myself, like, screw it. If I'm gonna go back to 1440p, I'm going back in style. So I listed the 4K panel for sale and drove to Micro Center and picked up the monitor the same day, which matches my two other 1440p panels because I swapped out the 1080p one with a 1440p one. And not gonna lie, I'm glad to be back with 1440p, though I do believe that OLED is playing a large role in providing a better overall experience. Like the gameplay right now, like this was all recorded playing Helldivers. Yeah, Helldivers gameplay, 1440p with the OLED display. Like, man, like even looking at it right now when I'm editing, the colors just pop. It's really nice. It's a nice display. Or OLED is a really nice display technology overall. In conclusion, I don't believe 4K is worth the trouble. Is it beautiful? Absolutely. Is it sharp? Yes. But it wasn't worth the headaches or the trouble. The fact that 1440p has been the sweet spot for almost a decade now highlights how video cards altogether have stagnated, and if anything, 1440p still looks sharp enough at 27 inches, which is what the size of the OLED display is. I would believe this would also apply to consoles as well, as they, them being consoles and the age of those consoles, they will have more performance compromises. But at 1440p, you may not notice those compromises because it's just a lower resolution. It's not going to be like 4K where it's just going to probably feel bad. It's just probably going to look okay at 1440p. I would just say that it's better to enjoy the game and, maybe look at compromising some visual fidelity than it is to ogle at the photo mode and then grimace when trying to play the actual game, especially like modern Unreal Engine 5 games, because, oh my god, dude, not gonna lie, a lot of these games just run like garbage, including, like, say, the new Everspace 2 update. Everspace 2 is a great game. But man, the new OLED the new like Unreal Engine 5 update, man, yeah, there's something going on with Unreal Engine 5 that they really need to fix. Anyways, y'all have a good night, and I would like to say thank you again for my subscribers. I am trying to make this a weekly occurrence where I upload a video no matter how long or short it is. Just to kind of like just talk about my experience with technology, and maybe other people would agree or disagree with me, and just foster a conversation here in the chat or the comment section. Anyways, I'd like to wish y'all a good night, as it is close to 11:45 where I live right now, and I have to get ready for work tomorrow. All right, take care.